Well, just set off. It's quite an early start. 5 o'clock get up for the 6:23 300 bus. So a wee bit woolly this morning, but I've been looking forward to this for a while. Get back on the trail. Really unknown quantity this, because I know we've got to go along the railway line on the coastal side, but there's very little room between the track and the coast. High water 7:30, so we're right on the money now. But it's about 7:30. So going to be an interesting morning, but see how we get on. I think there's a food festival on in Maryport today as well, so there might be quite a bit of activity in Maryport. But remember, that's Barker Bridge there. It came down here, so we're right back on the trail again. All the wind turbines are static. Looks like they've been tailed actually. They've been set not to rotate. The big ones. That's a monster. But hopefully we'll get to the end of this little bit of road, then we're down to the beach. Isn't that nice? Here the coast. If you look right down there, look, you can see that's the end of the harbour, and I was up on that tower there looking into the harbour in the last video. Right, look, see a Robin rig over there, sunlight on it, the wind turbines. Round to Criffle. Criffle's got cloud on it. Some fishing boat out there. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the tide's on its way out now. This is our direction of travel. Path looks okay so far. Oh, there you go, there's Skidder. Went up. I've got a video of going up Skidder. It's hard work, mind. Full day, 10 hours. Right round to the hills there. And the harbour. And the wind turbine. Look at that monster. I was on the bus this morning. There was a lass saying that it's potentially going to rain today. I hope not. I've got the wind behind me, so hopefully it won't be too bad, but hope it doesn't rain. Come on then, let's get off. I've got about 2 litres of water with me, but I know I can get more in Flimby along the route, and as I was saying, I'm sure there's a food festival on, so it could be quite busy in Maryport. Excuse me. Early morning kickoff. Got 3 fishing boats heading out there on the tide. High water. 1, 2, 3. We're going to check the ponds. Got a good morning for it. Oh, it'll be a bit rougher beyond that point because it is a southwesterly and it's fairly blowing. We've got a bit of shelter here. Just found a sign there, so we're on the right track. But lovely little slipway here. Never knew existed. Right down, it's a cracker. Got sea defence around. Little hidden gems. Alright, huh? Way back at Stage Scale we had the carpet of road tips. There's another one here. Oh, they're everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Right along the coast. Hope it isn't too dark for the GoPro today. I've got quite a bit of cloud cover. This is really special. See, there's another stick there, so we'll keep to the route. I hope it does get a bit brighter later. There we go. There we go. We're looking towards Maryport now. Well, my plan is to. It isn't actually on the path as marked on the map, but I'm hoping to get to the end of the breakwater at Maryport, and then we'll be looking back to where we are now. It's a bit grimy. I've been making my way through this section here, and I think it's a lot of the old waste from the steelworks, because I can remember as a boy coming into Workington with my mum. I can remember seeing all the mountain peaks, the slag heaps, and they levelled them all off, and there's obviously a lot being put on here. They are quite steep in parts, but you can see the material's very ash, you know, ash base. That's what it is. You can begin to see it opening up now in front of us. Nice. The hardest part is actually, you know, you get yourself organised the night before, got your sandwiches made, everything packed, batteries for all the navigation gear, money for the bus, maps, clothes, everything sorted. But there's still that trepidation. Oh, I don't know, should I go? Should I leave it another day? Then you get on the bus and you get off at the other end and you set all your wraps off and you get on the way and start coughing and spluttering for the first mile. Then all of a sudden it kicks in. You feel the joy of actually getting out. God, this is lovely. See the sea defence down there. You get a good idea of just how much spoil there is here. This will just wash away, but we've got the sea defence down, so it stops it. It'll only be on a really, really high springe tide that you'll get any wash away. Oh, look at that blue sky. Oh, come on, sunshine, please. I want to get this top off down a t-shirt. Robin rig. These turbines are fairly knocking on. Well, this is Siddick. And we've reached the railway line, and we've tracked the railway line for a long way, at least beyond Allonby. That used to be called Thames Board when I was a lad. And the turbine's working. Treatment works. Certainly a lot noisier here. But we're coming towards the point where I hope there's a defined path and we don't have to go onto the beach or shoreline. But that you'll probably see a grown man cry if we have to drop down to the beach, because it's very rocky. So far so good though. Making good time. We've got a path. But it's interesting because look, you've got a crossing point. Get across and over onto the main road. I'm not taking that route, but good to know they're there. But it's looking good for us, guys. We've got a path. Hey! Champion. Bit rough, but it's good. I'm not going to complain about this. We've actually done okay so far. We're about 2 miles in. So I'm making solid progress. Kind of getting a wee bit hungry, so I'm just about ready to fuel up a little bit. I came out just with a bit of toast, a bit of jam on toast, and a coffee. So I didn't really put a lot of fuel in. I've been sipping away at the water all morning, but so far so good. I'm enjoying it, and that's what it's all about. See, they've put some heavy boulders down. There's been a little bit of erosion. Protect the railway line. Be an endless battle. Certainly on its high spring tide, on a westerly gale, this area really will hit it. Damage down here. So far so good. Path's pretty good. We've got a train. Hello. We got a toot. That's the first toot I've had. Mind you, it might have been out. It might have been a toot for the crossing. You know, the one we seen earlier on. Nice for me, definitely. I'll take it. I'm really enjoying this path. It makes a big difference when you've got a tailwind. You can see the direction there. The turbines are facing into the facing wind there. Gives you some idea. It's right on my back, so it makes it a lot easier. Sun is trying to get out. All the heifers starting to turn. Look, it's nice. It's lovely when you get into Scotland or into the Lake District and you've got all the heifer, all the purple. Come on, I think we've got a shadow. My goodness, we've got a shadow. Excellent. Well, here we go. This should be interesting. Stop, look, listen. Beware of trains. stop, look, clear, clear, leg it. Hopefully I'll be able to get back on further down, because I don't want to have to walk along the road all the bloody way. Pardon my French. Well, I've made it to Allonby. That bit wasn't very enjoyable, very noisy. I do know there is a tunnel somewhere along here. Where we can get back onto the coastal side. It's a little bit off yet. Guys, look what I found. Look what I found. Oh yes! What an adventure. Bloody hell, how am I going to get under there? I won't swear, but I'll take my camera off, because this could be a bit dodgy. Sorry about the shaking about. Let's try it. Oh. Oh wow, I'm so pleased to be back on this side of the railway. It was very low, that scraped the rucksack, but back on the track. If I'd gone along the coast a little bit, I might have been able to get back onto this, but it's been like, I don't know, third, half a mile along the road. So it is possible to get along the coast and back onto here without cutting across onto the road on the high water mark, on the high water path. Live and learn. But we're doing okay. We've got to Allonby, so we're making progress. Let's hope we can keep on this side of the railway line now, all the way to Maryport. Just had a quick sock change. See that? It's like I think I've mentioned in the past about the cotton socks. This particular one I used between the silicone liner and between my skin and the silicone liner, and I loop it over the limb, so it gives me a nice soft area for me to sit in. But this one's too small and it's very wet. It's soaking wet now. It's wet, so I had to take my leg off and change that. And I've got a longer one which I put on the liner, between the liner and the socket, so it packs out the socket, so my stump doesn't keep on breaking out of the vacuum seal. So things you've got to do to keep yourself going. I don't know if I've mentioned about the gear I take. I'll put a, I'll just move the camera back up. What I'll do, I'll put a photograph up of the equipment that actually I use when I'm preparing and doing a walk. There's my leg, of course, which is Blanchford foot and shin, Otterbock 3R80 knee, my socket, that is all, that was made in Carlisle with the guys at Carlisle, Duncan, Neil, and a big shout out to Philip. Philip's retiring this year. He's the man, he manufactured, well, he actually makes them and maintains them. I've got my liner, which is like the interface between the limb and the stump. You get your suction from that. Cotton socks. Ankle support, socks, shorts. The shoes that you'll see on the picture, they're my old shoes. Allonby train station. Yeah, they're my old shoes. I had to. They weren't tough enough. They weren't strong enough. Every time I went on, stood on a rock, it turned me. It just didn't give me any support. So I've got some better quality trekking shoes or trainers. They give me a lot of support if I stand on uneven ground. So I've got those. There's my t-shirt, the Mac. Well, it's more of a windproof really. Bag of bits and pieces, plasters, insulation tape, scissors, paracetamol. Everything you might need to repair yourself or to look after yourself en route. I'll take a hydration tablet as well in the bag. What else is there? Obviously me rucksack. It's just a lightweight day pack. Crutches, gloves for fingerless gloves for just to give me my wrists a little bit more support, and yeah, that's it. Allonby pie shop. All the things you need. Oh, I always need. I bring a little bit of Sudocrem as well, just in a pot, just in case I feel like I'm beginning to rub somewhere. Just gives me a little bit of. Just takes away the friction. Oh, this is funny. It's starting to warm up and all. Still cloud on Criffle. See the. Beginning to get a bit of silt. Nice. But that's where we're going. You can see the end of the pier now. Whoa, we've gone for it. We're going along the coast. You can see quite difficult, but I put tape on my crutches just in case, and so that'll hopefully protect the rubber on the end. Just trying to find a more compact area to walk on. The key to maintain any sort of cadence. Well, it'll be what it'll be. It'll slow me the pace down, but it is a genuine coastal walk now. See the bits of coal? Bits of coal and all manner of stuff. A few people out. People walking there. Crack on, lad, crack on. Got a lot of work to do. Well, I've come along the beach for a little bit. I found a nice bit of hard camp, and I'm going to cut back inland now. It has been nice. It's warmed up quite a bit. A lot of people. I'll follow that group up on top. I can see people further along as well, so I think it'd be better for me if I can get inland. See what it's like up there. Yeah, you can see the sign down there from under the bridge up here. Go back on the trail. Pretty good as well. Bit noisy off the road, but hopefully that will dissipate a little bit further along. Lovely views. Well, I've managed to get 4.6 miles done. One bit of sandwich and a biscuit, so fueled up. I've had half a litre of water as well, so we're pretty well topped up. But we've made some good mileage. Well, it was hard work down on the beach for a while, but we're back on a really good track now. We're getting close to Maryport. I've really enjoyed this walk, it's been nice. Right sort of temperature, tailwind. Bit noisy along the main road for a while, but it's made up for it now, a lot better. Not far to Maryport. See Workington down there. It might have it could even be Whitehaven beyond. Now saying about my little yacht sailed from Siliff to Whitehaven, and after a while I decided to move it up to Maryport, so I sailed it up the Allonby into Maryport for a couple of seasons. Really good. After my accident, I sold the yacht. I was maybe a bit quick, but I sold it. couldn't handle it. Couldn't. It's only 17 foot, and it was quite difficult to get up onto the top and handle the sails. Then that led on to something else. Bought a catamaran down in Bangor. Done it up, and me and my friend Jimmy sailed it up from Bangor to Maryport. I have put some photographs somewhere. If I can find them, I'll put them on. That's an adventure. 2 one-legged men. Cruising north in a catamaran. Look at our first view of Maryport. Marina. Food festival down there. Allonby Marina. Breakwater. Hello, hello there. Yeah, so we'll head down that way. Then where those people had walked along the wall and around there. Well, we're on Maryport seawall. See the marina down below. The food festival. Came from right over there. Good shift, guys. Good shift. So we'll head round to the end. Few people fishing, I think. Remember the wind turbines? In the morning, first started, right round to here. So this is the entrance to Maryport. I won't go right down the end, it's fairly well crowded. But yeah, been in and out of here a few times. Getting shouted at by all the fishermen when you bring your yacht in and they've got the lines out. Yeah, there is a photograph of you bring in the catamaran in here. If I can find it. My dad took it actually. He was on the end, right down there, and me and Jimmy were coming in into the harbour. Now that's the Roman Museum up on top of the hill. We're going to be walking back into town then round there where those cars are, then right round the headland there, round the corner to the golf course, and we're aiming for Allonby over there. I don't know if you can make it out, but see the white buildings, that's Allonby. I don't know if we'll get that far tonight, but we'll see. Be a cracking walk if we get that far, but then we move round to Silla from there. But we're going to aim for that area. I'm sorry if it's a bit windy. The wind's picked up. Nice one. That was a cracking walk. Really enjoyed it. There was a taste of Whitehaven earlier on in the year. So this is organised by Cumberland Council. See the knitted huts on the lawn. Mermaid. Octopus.
Yeah, she was never the same, not with Alfie. Yeah.
Jellyfish. Well, bye-bye, Maryport. Guys, I couldn't stop in that food festival too long. I was struggling. Right, now this is new. Little boardwalk. Don't know if you can hear that, but there's a dog barking down there. Come quiet now, typical. There's a weird noise. honestly thought it was my leg. I was looking down and I went, what? Where's that noise coming from? Dog. Doing okay now though, no problem. See the laser sandstone. Tide's going well out now. Right, the Roman Museum, the Roman fort is up on top of there. You see a little building up there? That's where the Roman Museum is, and the Roman fort. Beginning to get towards Hadrian's Wall, so your coastal defences are beginning to appear. Just treated myself to a coffee and a cake. Oh, it was lovely. Soloway View Cafe, well recommended. A bit quieter than in town, that's for sure. Now I've got to get back onto the promenade. Should be able to do it further down. Hopefully. This looks promising. Room for a one-legged man. Yeah, room. It'd be nice to walk right along there, wouldn't it? But I ain't gonna do it. Tide should be just about on the turn now. Around about low water will be about 1:30. Starting to come in. Look at that sandstone down there, it's like something from Mars. Red. Lumpy. Tell you what, this is incredible, this promenade. It goes for miles and miles, right from Maryport right round to the golf club. It must have cost a fortune to make this. All the concrete, rebar. Very well made. Sea defence, of course, as well. I'm starting to get into the sand. Early video I was saying about the water being very mucky up this end because you get all the silt, all the fast tide flushing across the silt. Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do. Oh, I have to take my leg off. people coming, but they're far enough away. My. Let's reposition everything. Well, heading slightly off. Got the golf club down there. Yep. So we're off the promenade now. Golf club down there, and we're inland. Okay. Good signs here. Adrian's Cycleway, number 72. England Coastal Path. Allonby 3 mile. Oh yes! Still a 15. Oh boy. So that means it's 12 mile after this stage. But what I'm hopefully going to do, hopefully Sandra will come with me, and we'll go along right along the coast, right along the sand. Pick it on the low 6 hours. This is see, we're running parallel to the road. Golf course left hand side, and golf course to the right. So we're well off the track. Just watch out for golf balls. Still got that tailwind. I'll take it. Oh, here we go. Cross Allonby. Hogback tomb, Viking hogback tomb, to be found at St John's Church, Cross Allonby. Mile Fortlet 21. And salt pans. Can you see that? Hope you can. So we're there. Go up there. Down it, around it, and there. Yay! So Ravenglass, that's a good one, isn't it? We started, it's hard not Roman Fort, Ravenglass, right along to there. So we're doing okay. Frontiers of the Roman Empire World Heritage Site. Nice. Guys, I'm going to go for it. I've been lured in. Look at this. well good here. It's deep. It's deep sand and rock. If I get down onto that, I can maybe walk right along there. I fancy having a crack. Get on the beach. Isn't that gorgeous? If you don't hear anything more from me, then you know I didn't make it. I hope it's good stuff. I hope all the effort's worth it. I remember that beach down at Seascale. Oh, it was lovely. Tide is on the turn, so it's coming in, but it isn't a big tide. But I'm hoping that this sand is compacted. If it is, it's going to be a joy. Here we go. Keep your fingers crossed. Let's have a look. Hey! Woohoo! Yes. Love it. That's where the 21, that's where the Roman fortlet is. That's where the Roman fort is, Maryport. See the end of the jetty, breakwater. Oh wow, this is spot on. Going fishing down there. Time for a little bit of energy. I've tapped into me Lucas there, so I'm starting to get the energy in. There you are. Here we go. Look at them. That's really spot on. That's really good. Can you see the sand move over there? really blown across the compacted sand. I know that if the tide does come in, I can get up onto the path, because the path does switch to the left hand side of the road, so I can get up there fairly toot sweet if I need to. But I think I'm going to be okay, you know. That's our target. This is proper coastal walking. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. Really compact. See the sand drifting there, look. Really weird, isn't it? Weird shapes. Or is it me getting delirious? That's mesmerising. That wind's getting up. The thing that you've got to be really careful of when you're beach walking is getting cut off. See how you've got low lying areas there. If the tide comes in so far, you can get trapped onto a bank. So you've got to be mindful of them all the time. Still a long way out, so we're okay, but it's caught a lot of people out in the past. A lot of people have been killed through being trapped on sandbars. We are okay on here, but I'm ever watchful. I know that high water is about 7:30 tonight, and it's what they classify as a neaps tide. It isn't a springs tide, so it doesn't come up high. I think it's a 7 metre tide. So I'm quite happy. Got a tailwind as well, which is really good. Sandra's bowling today. She's actually got a match. She's playing another team today. So this is the first competitive match really against another club. So it'll be fascinating to find out how she gets on. I'll put the score in the video. She might not thank me for that, but I will. She plays for Whitehaven Bowling Club. I'm not sure who they're playing. I think it could be Bonus on Soloway or Silla for a team like that. This is a life. I've got like 50 mile an hour wind behind me. I'm in pebble dash off all the sand that's drifting, but oh man, it's cracking. I'm glad I came down onto the beach. I really am. I don't know if you can see back, but it's absolutely lovely. Yeah, came from, see where the cars are underneath the little hill. That's where we dropped down onto it. See my airport down there. Like is a path runs right along the sand dunes, along the top, and it's a cycle path, so it can be quite busy, but this is better. It's lovely. Doing okay today. I think we're going to crack 12 mile, so we're going to be well over, we're going to be around about 920,000 steps, I think, so we're doing okay. But yeah, this is lovely. I hope the imagery is clear enough for you. Look, bit of pony. What a great place to open the pony out. Get a canter. Got a pony on that side. I don't think you'll be able. Oh, we've got a windsurfer over there. Look. We'll be able to pick them out on the horizon. They'll be enjoying that. So I haven't got the beach to myself, but pretty much doing really well again. Still hard, still good. Bit of shadow work. Doing okay now. I've had my leg off a couple of times, changed a few, had to modify one or two bits and pieces, change the socks, but we're getting there. Oh, my shadow's gone. Oh man. Well, starting to cut through off the beach, back through the loose shell and pebbles. See where we end up. Oh yeah. This is hard. This is when it really gets difficult. Little steps. Surf bar. Them toilets you look shut, don't they? Well, that's a win. It's Mary Port down there. So this is a path coming up that runs along the top, cycle path and walkway. So back on it now, but that was really nice down on the beach. Well, that's another shift in, another stage done. We know we've got from Hard Knot to Muncaster, Muncaster to Greystones, Greystones to Whitehaven, Whitehaven to Workington, and today Workington to Allonby. So we've cracking on nicely. Been a good day. I've managed to get 25,000 steps in. So we're now about 923,000. We're cracking on.